trying to get some makeup put on quickly before Eden starts classes and stuff, because he's got like non-stop stuff this morning, and I have to get on. I have so much sleep in my eyes. Hold on. I have to get on later to do the meeting with his teacher. So last night I got out a notebook and I put everything in there, like little points that I want to bring up, so that, because when I get on these things I totally forget what I wanted to say, and then they start talking, and so rather than have this meeting and then be mad afterwards that I didn't say everything I wanted to say, that's what's going on. Now I have a zit right in the middle of my forehead. My forehead is super dry, but I'm in a better mood today because, like, man, I've had a migraine attack over the past few days. I told you in my last vlog. It started Thursday, went away Thursday night, woke up with it Friday morning, didn't have one Saturday, and then, oh, that was the right one. And then yesterday, again, I woke up with one, slept for like 3 hours in the afternoon, and somewhat got rid of it. But today seems to be okay so far, so knock on wood. I just, like, it's been a while since I've had a bad migraine attack, but this was the whole kit and caboodle, the nausea and it lasting several days and all that crap, and he's full of piss and vinegar today. But yeah, I'm super happy that this is the last week of school. Thursday is the last day. I don't know what good this meeting is going to do today. Like, she basically told me in the email that there's not really any other, when she emailed me back, she said there's not really other options for language arts classes other than like asynchronous, where we would just do the work by ourselves. And I don't think that's necessarily the best idea. It's like, maybe I have to start advocating for a better special needs situation. But like, if that's the case, what are the other kids doing? Like I said, there's other special needs kids in his class that don't go to the language arts class, so what are they doing? I want to ask her that. Like, there's going to be something else. I'm just worried that, like, because they don't see him in person and interact with him on a day-to-day basis like they would if he was in a brick and mortar school, that they don't realize that, like, some things are as difficult for him as they are. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, so I don't know. I'm just want to get this meeting and stuff over with today, so I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star banana palette again. I've been using this one a lot lately. I just need some mascara. I'm still using up this Saved by the Bell Wet n Wild one. This one turned out to work pretty well for me. And I have a backup because I bought 2 of them, so we'll have to get mascara for a little while anyway. Of course, I say that, and now it's wanting to get all clumpy. What is up with my eyelashes here? There's like 2 in the middle that are shorter than everything else. That's wonderful. I did have an issue the other day when I was making dinner because I was cutting up peppers, and like when I was taking the seeds out, I washed my hands and everything, and then after I rubbed my eyes and I immediately felt it burn, and I'm like, crap, The friggin' pepper seeds must have been hotter than what I thought. They were poblano peppers, which the peppers themselves are not spicy, so just the seeds must have been hot. And I was like trying to hold a cold cloth on my eye to get it to stop burning. It eventually did, but wasn't the greatest experience. So maybe I rubbed some of my eyelashes out or something. I don't know. But I have to go and start doing school stuff with Aiden. I'm sure I will remember to update you about how the meeting goes later, but for now, I'll talk to you guys later on. So, the meeting with Aiden's special needs teacher went well. She was kind of like, she's kind of apologetic and like saying that, I don't know why this lighting, like my lighting on my camera keeps going yellowish when I film over here lately. I don't know why. She's kind of apologetic and saying that basically that teacher, his current language arts teacher, was only supposed to be a substitute, and that's not how language arts classes usually go. Because I was saying, like, yeah, they really, like, it sped up once she got here. Like, they're not doing their usual work like they were doing when the first teacher was there and stuff like that. So, she was just saying that, yeah, hopefully next year it's a normal language arts teacher that has been there. But I also just got a message from the language arts teacher saying that he's going to be retaking that test tomorrow with someone else. I know the teacher's name. I don't remember what she teaches, if she's special needs or not. I'm actually like going on the school site now because she was someone that, because Aiden's homeroom was that language arts teacher that took off and we don't know what happened to her, this teacher had come in for a couple weeks to kind of just do homeroom so that she could take attendance and stuff. But I'm not sure what she teaches. I'm pretty sure she's some type of special needs teacher. I can't even think of how to get to that now. I don't know. I'll find it when I get off of here, though. But then also, she was saying like she doesn't recommend the fully asynchronous class for him next year, which I wasn't gonna do that anyway. Like, I like him in the live classes with the other kids and everything. And then like suggested that I get involved with the it's called CPAC. It's Special Education Parents something council. I don't know. I know about it and stuff. Like, he had it at his last school too. They have that at every school, and it's like meetings and stuff that I don't have time for. But I'm like, okay, I will look into it, and like, I don't know how that's gonna help with his language arts or whatever. But now I have to stress about this test again tomorrow because he's got to take it with someone else. But at least they know now what's going on. I was just concerned that he got a super hard test because he sat there reading all these ridiculous words. Like, I don't even remember what any of the words were, but they were all like really long words, every single one of them. I was just concerned that because he read all those perfectly, he got a super hard test that he was not prepared for. I also explained to her how, like, his level of reading comprehension right now is us reading like a Pete the Cat book together and me asking him questions after every page. That's like as much as he can retain right now. He can't read an entire story, an entire like 3-chapter story, and then answer questions about it. His brain does not work that way. I was never good at that either, like reading a whole bunch and then having to answer questions about something. It was always something where like I would go back and look in the story because I had to do it that way. But yeah, it went as well as it could, I guess. It's just, I'm still getting over this like migraine thing that I've had migraines like ever since I was a teenager, but I've never had like, usually if they last a couple days, then the next day I wake up and that's it. I've never had like I know there's like the 4 stages of having a migraine, and like the post, what is it called? See, I'm trying to talk about stuff. The post-drome, like when you still have a weird feeling in your head after, even though you don't have the headache anymore. I have that today, and it's like freaking me out. Is it like the brain fog and everything else? I can't get anything done today because I still feel off. Apparently, I do need to make a doctor's appointment because I haven't been in a while, but like, it can be triggered by like hormone imbalances and stuff, and my periods, it hasn't been like wonky, it's still on time every month, but it's just been different lately than what it usually is. I won't get into that, but like I went from, I guess I am going to get into it a little bit, but I went from, before I had Aiden, I always had horrible cramps every month, like to the point where sometimes I would have to call out of work and miss work a day because I would just be curled up in the fetal position because nothing would help. Like a hot water bottle wouldn't help, a heating pad, no matter what kind of Motrin or any of that crap I used to take. Not Motrin, what's the Midol, the period medicine. None of that stuff would ever help my cramps. It was always really heavy bleeding, really bad cramps. After I had Aiden, no more cramps. Like, I rarely get cramps anymore at all, if any. If I do get them, they're very, very mild. That was like a huge plus for me. But like, it just changed other ways. Like, I get headaches all the time now around my period, and I didn't really get them around my period before. So it's just, I don't know. I need a checkup anyway. I gotta find a doctor now because since we moved, the doctor I went to was far away from here. But yeah, it's just, my head's better now. So I laid on the couch for a little while after he was done with school. But when I woke up, I still felt super off and like, it was, the migraine this time was on this side of my head mostly the entire time. And now this side of my head just feels like it's, I can't explain it, like heavy and just feels off. So I don't know, hopefully tomorrow I'm 100% back to normal, because this was the worst migraine attack I've ever had here. So I feel horrible for people who have to deal with this like multiple times in a month, because I've never had it this bad before. Jeez, can you tell I slept hard last night? I look like absolute crap today. And this eye is watering, so I don't know if I'm even gonna bother with makeup. Like, it won't stop watering. But I got an email, I told you guys, I got an email yesterday from Aiden's language arts teacher. Well, it's a message on their school system, because for some reason she never directly emails me. Usually when there's something going on, she sends it to Aiden's account. But she had emailed me yesterday saying that another teacher, who is a special education teacher, I looked that up yesterday because I couldn't remember what she did at the school. She does like reading or something for like kids that can't read at all. She said that she was supposed to do that test over again with him today during homeroom time, and then I emailed that teacher to ask her if there's like a certain link that she wants me to go to because everything's done through Zoom meetings. So whenever you have a meeting with a teacher, they will send you a Zoom link to go to it. I at least need something on my lips here. So let's use this. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked, but I did it like a lip declutter, and I never ended up uploading it because it's all out of focus. But I had thrown away Mac Dazzle glasses that I had, and when I was like going through swatching everything, I remembered how much I loved the Rags to Riches one. So luckily they still make this one, and maybe I'll put this one on. I got it from Ulta, so that was also I ordered that when I ordered the sunscreen and stuff the other day. But anyway, I had asked her if there was a meeting link she wanted me to go to, and I didn't hear back from her yesterday. God, my skin is so dry. I didn't hear back from her yesterday. I got an email from her this morning saying she was going to do it today, but she has to postpone it because she has an emergency doctor's appointment. So now something's going on with her. So his language arts teacher had emailed me like first thing this morning to tell me that he has the retest with that lady today. So I ended up messaging her and saying, well, Mrs. K just told me that she can't do it today. She has an emergency doctor's appointment. And then she could not have been nicer when she emailed me back. She was like, hi Megan, I just got the same message. Sorry about that. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Like, she never says that stuff to me. So I don't know if she got in trouble for, like, I wasn't super pushing in the meeting yesterday that I dislike the way the lady teaches and stuff. But for him to get a test retake, which I wasn't really pushing for that. I don't want him to go through this stupid test again. As a matter of fact, his special needs teacher didn't say anything to me during the meeting about, oh, maybe we can have him retake the test and give him an easier test. So I don't know how that came about, but the fact that, I don't know, the teacher's being super nice to me now instead of, I felt like she was so rude before, and like, I told you, she was like getting testy with him when he wasn't answering the questions on that reading test. So I don't know, something switched up and now I'm just all confused. So I don't know, I just thought I would update because we were supposed to do that test today and now we don't have to do it. I just wanted to come on real quick to tell you the level of ridiculousness. I got a call from the attendance office at his school again. The language arts teacher marked him absent for homeroom this morning, okay? Even though he was with the other teacher taking the F&P test, the friggin' test I've been telling you guys about. And she knew that because we were talking about, like, we were emailing back and forth yesterday about the other teacher. Like, I don't want to say these people's names. The other teacher was going to pick a different day to do the test with him because she had an emergency doctor's appointment to go to. She freaking marked him absent. Even though, and then he was in the next class, he went right to language arts afterwards. I don't understand this woman. Like, thank God there's only one day left of school because she has driven me absolutely friggin' nuts this year. So I just emailed them again and I was like, he wasn't absent, he was retaking his F&P test. Fucking annoying. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that because the ridiculous of this woman is like unbelievable. I'm very excited that school is almost over. I don't know if they ever fixed his attendance yesterday or not. It is almost, well, it is about 1 o'clock now, so he has 2 classes left for the day and then we're done. I don't know if they fixed his attendance from yesterday. Like, the lady replied back to me and said, okay, thank you for letting me know, so I'm hoping it got fixed. And his language arts teacher from the beginning of the year that left unexpectedly and didn't, like, explain anything was back today to say goodbye to them. It made no sense to me. Like, where has she been all this time? All she said was that she got really sick, and she still sounded like she had a cold or something. But like, how if she had COVID or something, how would she have had it for that long? And then she said she was horseback riding yesterday. So are you sick, or like, what is going on? I don't know. It's just, it was really, the whole thing was really weird to me. So the fact that she came back on the last day to say goodbye to them was just odd. But yeah, he had his last math class and his last ELA class. in his last morning meeting. So now we just have music, and then they're doing like a special read aloud at the end of the day with both his math teacher and his ELA. So I think like all the third graders are going to be together, which is going to be hectic. It's going to be like the first couple days of school where they had all the kids in the same class, just getting to know the ropes of how the school worked and everything, which I'm sure they'll probably do again next year. I know a lot of the kids are not going to be there next year. A lot of them are going back to regular school. I wish I could do that with him, but I just don't want him in this school system in this city because I don't trust it. I know people who have had kids in this school system and took them out and put them in like a private school or just homeschooled them instead because the schools suck here, which is, I wish we could have stayed in our old town, but that is neither here nor there. So that's pretty much it for this week. I know this entire vlog was me complaining about school, but I had to complain to someone. I think Steven's getting sick of hearing me complain about it, but there'll be no more of that for the summer because I don't have to complain about it anymore. What was I gonna say? I just realized sitting here that I didn't thaw anything out for dinner, and I'm gonna have to go figure something out for tonight. But I'm super tired. I don't know why. Like this hot weather just, this is why I hate summer so much. I feel so like lethargic and I don't feel like doing anything. I have to get working on making the eyeshadows from this last sale that I had, but I have to make all the body sprays and stuff first because the my bottles just came today. You know, yesterday I had an Amazon package come. All it was a thing of Candelilla wax, which if you don't know what that is, whoa, the lighting. I'll be so happy when I have a new phone. If you don't know what that is, it's just a substitute for beeswax. So I put it in stuff that I make that like normally would have beeswax in it so that it can still be vegan because beeswax is not considered vegan. But I had a bag of that, which it's not cheap. Like for an 8-ounce bag of it, it's $14. So it got delivered, and then like I got the notification from Amazon on my phone that it was delivered. It had a picture of it on our front step and everything. But then I went outside to get it and it wasn't there. So someone friggin' stole it in broad daylight. Probably thought we weren't home because there's no cars parked in front of our house right now, and took it. So like I asked Amazon, I don't know what is going on with the lighting. I asked Amazon what they could do. Is that better? And they're sending me another one, which is I super appreciate because obviously it wasn't their fault.